Okay, guys, let's start. Hey guys!
Hi.
Happy 2019. Welcome back to.
already.
It's fine. We've never done a video. We haven't spoken to the people.
Gosh, what a mess.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Sorry guys. We're so sorry.
Happy 2019.
Happy 2019. Welcome back to the
Welcome
Lived Experience
with
Thobi
and Senzi.
and yeah, man, if you're new to the channel, we're sisters, we're dope, you should be following us, and welcome to all our new subscribers, y'all.
Thanks for subscribing.
Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, why are you watching without subscribing? Just press the subscribe button and then you're gonna be on. So we've decided that every Tuesday we will really try, okay? Every Tuesday we want to do something really travel related, whether it's us talking something funny like that we've seen on social media that is travel related, whether it's us discussing cool tips for all of you guys out there in terms of traveling, or whether it's just us discussing a topical issue on travel. So we're gonna do this every Tuesday. We're gonna call it okay, I think we're gonna call it. We'll just call it like, I don't know, like Lived Experience Travel Tuesdays. I don't know, something random like that. We'll see.
That sounds so boring.
I know it's very boring. Okay, listen here. So if you guys have any,
if you have any
suggestions, please pop them into the
comment
box. Guys, we haven't done this so long. It's like the lingo, ne? It's coming in.
It's a
going.
problem.
It's
Sorry.
But we are going to get there together.
Yeah.
So please pop it into the comment section if you have a name for what we should call our segment. For now, it's just every Tuesday.
All
Stay
things
on.
travel, informative, entertaining, nothing serious,
Nothing too
sometimes
serious.
serious, maybe.
Yeah.
With friends, with
Maybe
guests,
not in our
with each other,
bedrooms, not
at a restaurant, outside
having
the
some
house.
popo. It can be anywhere. So every week, one of us will obviously have a topic and then we'll discuss it. Today, it's Senzi's turn.
So it's not really a topic, but so just to say, I'm not very active on social media and on Twitter, but I found a really interesting, Twitter handle.
Yeah.
And she posts like really interesting questions and people really engage with her.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I need to be on Twitter more and I need to be engaging with some of these topics because they're very interesting.
Yeah.
So this Chiquita, just Rioba,
Yeah, I
Mother
think we'll
of
put up the
Dragons.
tweet.
Yeah.
We'll put up the tweet.
So she asked, if you're an avid traveler, what discourages you from traveling in Africa? And I found it interesting, especially because we're moving more into the travel space and we're offering tours, trips, packages, experiences in Africa. And I guess it's important to know, is there buy-in from people? What are the hesitations, if there are any? Just what are people's thoughts about traveling in Africa?
Do we want to maybe go through some of them and then we can discuss, or should we just discuss the tweet?
Let's go through
go through some of the answers, okay guys? So Senzi's going to read through some of the answers and then I think we'll just discuss a little bit about what we think about that.
Yeah, so the first response was money is the only hurdle. Somebody else said flight tickets, costs, flights, accommodation, just too high. What else? Exorbitant visa charges.
That's a huge one, eh?
Yeah, I think the visa thing is a real problem for people. Cost of airfare, expensive visas, so it's mostly costs. Some people are saying funding and security. Somebody said it's inconvenient. It's so much easier to plan and afford trips off the continent than on it. It can be a task even to visit countries next door, or worse, destinations within your own country. And I saw somebody saying something about the food, he's not very adventurous with food, and then also about security and safety.
Cool, so maybe we should discuss. Can you just tell us the tweet again? Sorry.
Okay, so the tweet is, if you're an avid traveler, what discourages you from traveling in Africa?
Okay,
so we want to talk about our personal experiences. So I mean, in terms of Africa travel, we've only been to like neighboring countries like Swaziland, Lesotho. I really don't know what it is. I think there is this perception that it's difficult, that maybe like there's some issues at borders, there's like bureaucratic issues with having to get visas, and you're just like, but it's just here, why must it be so much work? But also I remember looking for flights to one country in West Africa and thinking it's so expensive just for the flight, and then I have to get a visa on top of it, and I was just thinking, but when I went to Europe it wasn't that expensive, so that did kind of put me off.
I think with me, well, I think with most people when I've had like discussions and talks, it's definitely, I don't think we're educated enough, like especially South Africans. We're so not educated about our other African countries. It's as if Asazi that we're South African, like that we're African. It's as if like South Africa is one way and the rest of Africa is a part of their own thing, when we're actually a part of the same diaspora and whatever, you know? So I don't think we're educated, and I think we're not open to being educated. And it's exactly what you said. You would rather go to Europe than go to another neighboring country. I mean, we haven't even been to Mozambique, guys. And I think it's also people discouraging. So our parents, when we were like, we want to go to Mozambique, it's like, you must go there with someone from there. It's not safe. Hearing about all the stuff that happened at the border. They will rob you, they will do this.
Yeah, so it's more like the how. Like,
it's like, how do you do it? And it also is safety, you know? So I think it's safety. For me personally, it's safety, and secondly, yes, I think pricing wise. So like when you see the ticket prices and you compare them to a European country or something, it's just like how to go for 2 hours. This is, do you know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of things that need to be like not streamlined, but done in order for people to easier access other African countries and for us to be more comfortable. So yeah, I think this is what helps. I think we need to be open to like educating ourselves a little bit more and open to then connecting with people from those countries. Because I think once we connect with those people, we get a better understanding of the countries.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with exposure as well. Is what are we fed? What kind of what kind of stuff do we consume about travel, about which places to go? And I think it's always been like, oh, these places are exotic and different and beautiful, and as an African then you think, well, if I'm going to be traveling I need to experience something different, and that's only going to happen in another continent, which is completely like untrue. This is the thing, is like, as much as other people paint Africa, you know, in one brushstroke, like we're just this, is we've also maybe somehow bought into the idea that Africa is just this, that there's nothing more, nothing new, nothing interesting, nothing unique to explore, but there is. It's just like if we would expose ourselves to it, if we would make a bit of an effort to learn, find out what happens in this country, what is it all about, how does it look, like you might even have a different picture of how a certain country looks.
So media, what do we also
different.
put in the media, what are we being fed, and changing that perception about it. But I mean, since you went to Kenya, and maybe you can tell us your experience with going to Kenya, and sort of, did you have any sort of hesitations when you were planning your Kenya trip? And also, I mean, the good, right? So like the ticket prices are not even that high.
So there were a lot of shockers. Like, as you know, the ticket price, it was cheaper than what it was to go to Germany. So it was cheaper. It was like 5,000 rand on average, like depending on when you bought the ticket, which is not bad, guys. Especially for like all you get in Kenya. Like there's coastal, there's a lot of variety. What are the other shockers? It's like, so one of the things is I was not too informed about the country to begin with. So I was just like, okay, let me do a little bit of research. But a lot of it was just like from being there, I learned a lot and I saw a lot. What did I want to say? So because I was not very informed, I didn't have concerns or anything. I was just excited to explore. But I remember my dad saying, which specific places are you going to? And then I was like, Nairobi, Mombasa, Lamu. And then he was like, you need to be careful in Mombasa. And I was like, what are you talking about? So it's sad that, like, I don't know the state of affairs in other African countries, but also sometimes a level of just excitedness and keenness and not listening to too many naysayers is a good thing, because if you listen to everybody who's like, don't go there because this.
Yeah.
Like there's a volcano in Bali, don't go. Like they live with volcanoes.
Yeah.
There's always something. There's like, and yeah, like safety concerns are something that are really everywhere.
Exactly.
But I do think, yeah, it's important to be informed. Yeah, I didn't know. It was like all those stereotypical things, like the Masai Mara, the nature parks. Like those are all the things that I was fed about Kenya. I wasn't fed about like the art scene and like how vibrant and almost Joburg-like it is, you know. And those are things that you only learn when you're there and you start talking to people from there.
And we definitely, I mean, for us, our biggest thing for 2019 is to really travel Africa and just to like sort of immerse ourselves in other cultures, in other people, and also just to demystify the sort of concerns that we as South Africans have in terms of travel. And also on the other end, for them to sort of see us as South Africans and to say, okay, they're not that bad, you know, because of course when they see us, they just think, oh, these people are so what's the word? Like ignorant.
I don't know.
I think they think we're ignorant, you know, and all of that. I'm not sure.
But I think we are.
We are, and not being open, you know. So those are the things that we want to do. Maybe some of you guys can share some of your stories and also just answer that question. You know, what are some of the things that you know have made you not want to travel Africa? So that we can know, and so that we can possibly maybe like change that. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, so maybe we should also do like some cool tips. Should we? Yes. So let's do top 5 tips when maybe planning your first African travel. Yeah. 5 tips that we will give you when you're planning your first trip into Africa.
This is off the top of our head, and we're not travel experts and we're not Africa experts, but we just want to learn and
share.
Share from our experience.
So what is your one? Number 5?
My first one is connect with a local.
Yes, that's gonna be my one.
Like reach out to someone on social media or wherever. Speak to people. Find out. Do you know anyone from there? Do you know anyone who lives there?
Yes.
Or and start there. Just start from like the very bottom. Like, what should I do there?
Yes.
Can I meet up with you while I'm there? Just to make the experience a little bit more real, a little bit more comfortable. You just learn so much from just going direct and asking people that are from a place.
Exactly. Number 4 for me is compare your prices. So when you're looking for prices in terms of your air flights and all of that, just compare. There's a lot of different sites you can use when you're trying to find your flights. We use Skyscanner, and there are others that are out there that you can find. Flying Bargain.
Well. That's a new one.
So there's a whole lot of these that you can check, and you can check directly with the flights. So just keep doing your homework. Do not just see the first one that jumps at you and be like, yeah, that's the one I'm taking. You know, there's always deals that come up, and I think that is also my number 4. Connects with your accommodation too. You know, check where you can stay. Oh, sorry. Let me take that one out. That's not my number 4.
Yeah. Okay. It's just funny that you can be on the same flight and be paying economy, and somebody could have paid 8,000 rand and you paid 5,000 rand.
Okay. Okay. Number 3.
Number 3. I had it.
This is not the accommodation.
No. Oh, this one.
Number 3.
Number 3 is check like auxiliary costs. Like for me, auxiliary costs are visa, vaccinations, things like that. So check in that country, is it visa free for me as a South African? Is it visa free for me as a Nigerian? Is it visa free? So that cuts away some costs. And then will I need to get some sort of vaccination? Because that's like an added, say, 800 rand or whatever. So that's what I would check. Malaria pill, like, do I need those things and how much do they cost?
Okay, number 2, I'm going to just go back because I just spoke about accommodation, so I'm going to make it one of my stuff. So do not be afraid. Do not be one of my tips. So do not be afraid to sort of veer off and not just be staying in hotels. There are cheaper options that you can sort of look into when you are booking accommodation across Africa and across the whole world. everywhere. Yeah.
Wow.
Everywhere. So check sites. Airbnb is really amazing. You can get a nice condo for a really good price. Also, ask for discounts. Don't be scared, guys. If you know that my budget for accommodation is 2,000 for a week, tell your host and say, hey, this is how much I have. Can you work with it?
I have.
Because they will possibly work with you, you know? So don't be afraid to ask for discounts. Really compare prices with accommodation. Hotels are not only the best, especially in certain areas. So you will know once you're doing your research that in these areas, the hotels, I look at bathrooms and all of these things. Look at the photos. If it's not working, Airbnbs are amazing. If not, hostels are amazing. I know
there
y'all
are
are
some
saying
really beautiful ones,
hostels,
and there are private room
backpacking.
options.
Yeah, so look at those options because also I don't
much
think we're
cheaper.
always on holiday for just staying in our rooms. We're there to
Yeah.
explore.
Yeah.
So find somewhere where it's just
I guess it
comfortable
depends on the
what you're
trip.
looking for. But
Yes.
yeah, man, you guys can cut costs a lot on your accommodation. Number one, I'm sure there's more tips.
Oh, but apparently some people offer their services to accommodation places. Like, I will do marketing for you
Oh yeah,
in
exactly. Be
exchange for
smart.
accommodation.
Yeah.
I've never tried it,
We should
but we should. I just want to try
be
it.
lying. We did do it.
Yeah, but that was local. Okay, but anyway.
We still did it.
Okay.
Number one.
Number one. Oh, my tip.
Yes.
My tip is to manage your expectations
Please, guys.
and be open-minded and know what you are going there for.
Yeah.
That's all. It's just
Yeah.
like, don't go to another country like with your own things and to think that you're better and tell other people no, this is not how. I mean, I know there's basic things like customer service and whatever, which should be, good.
Yeah.
If you're going to a resort, there should be a certain level of customer service. But in some places, like in Lamu, Kenya, for example, and I think a lot of tropical countries
Yeah.
as well, are very laid back. And we're Joburg,
Yeah,
we're
we're
like city
just
girls.
like,
So you're expecting quick, fast service. Like,
Yeah.
I ordered something how many minutes ago? But like, if you're gonna go somewhere, try to like adjust with the flow of things. Yeah, just try to adjust with how things are done
Yeah.
there, and you'll have such a more like
Better
a better
time.
experience. If you want
Yeah,
to keep
just
like
complaining.
stressing and complaining, you're gonna just it's not
You
gonna
won't
be
enjoy
nice.
it. Because guys, we really come from different countries and you must know who to be going somewhere
Different
else.
countries, different
I find,
contexts.
yeah,
Even
because
within the same country, you go here,
Yeah.
things are different. You go to PE, things are different. You go to
Exactly.
things are different.
So yeah, those are our top 5 tips. We hope that you guys enjoyed them and we hope that you enjoyed this conversation with
Yeah.
us. Comment below, like, subscribe, and love us. Follow us on social media also. It's
Yeah, let us know what your reservations
lived
are about
experience,
traveling.
Travel. You must follow us. Follow us on social media. It's the Lived Experience Digital. Okay, we've changed it up. And for our business, if you'd love to come to our beautiful country or you want to travel in amazing places in Africa, please follow us on the Lived Experience Travel.
Lived experience travel.
Oh, Lived Experience Travel. For us, Lived Experience Digital. We love you lots. Thank you so much. We'll see you
Thanks,
next week Tuesday with
guys.
something different, cool, happening. Senzi's already like looking out for dope stuff for us to do. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week Tuesday.
Cheers.